So Trump has some words for Jerome Powell, and he did not hold back. Could this be because Trump is starting to feel the pressure from these tariffs? Trump knows that this tariffs thing needs to work, and if it doesn't work, it's going to be a very, very, very bad look. All right. Now, I'm going to get into what I mean a little bit later on, but before I get deeper into the video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you do enjoy today's content. And also, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first time deposits. You get extra bonuses up to $10,000. It requires no VPN and no KYC. The link is going to be in my description down below. Now, before I really get deeper into the video, I want to talk about what's going on in the market just a little bit. So first off, if we take a look here at the crypto bubbles, it's kind of split, half green, half red. The market still doesn't really know which direction it wants to go. We see Mantra continues to bleed out. It's down the most here on the bubbles, down 14%. Kind of sucks for Mantra holders. I mean, I've been in the space long enough. I see these coins, like big name coins, crash all the time. Well, not all the time, but I've seen big name coins quite often, which I don't get surprised anymore, right? There's always manipulation in the market there. Now, if we check out the fear and greed index, we're at 30. So we're up just barely from yesterday's 29, right? The people still don't know what to do. Should they hold on to cash? Should they start to buy the dip? Like, are we in a crypto winter? Like, people just don't know what to do. And especially considering that Trump put a 90-day pause on tariffs, people are even more uncertain of what's going to happen in the next 90 days, right? So this is why we see prices on Bitcoin just trading sideways, some of the altcoins trading sideways. Bitcoin over the last few days has been ranging between like what, 82,000 to 84,000. So literally just trading sideways. But I hope that a lot of investors are still looking for opportunities, because during these time periods, even if you're not necessarily buying anything, you should definitely be continuing to look for opportunities, because there's always going to be an opportunity. Even in a bear market, if you do think that this is a bear market, there's always opportunities in a bear market as well. So don't ever stop searching, don't ever stop doing research, and don't ever stop investing. But remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. Make sure you guys do your own research at the end of the day. Now, getting into the video here, what's going on with Trump and Jerome Powell. Let me pull up this article here for you guys. So it says Trump attacks Fed Chair Jerome Powell for not lowering interest rates. So Donald Trump early on Thursday, depending on when you're watching this video, blasted the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell for not lowering U.S. interest rates and expressed a wish for him to be gone from his role. Trump has been pressuring Powell repeatedly to cut U.S. interest rates, even though the central banker is independent of the administration in setting monetary policy, and the White House typically does not publicly lobby the Federal Reserve. Powell enraged Trump on Wednesday night by warning that the president's sweeping tariffs could raise inflation. That would make the Fed even more hesitant to cut interest rates. Powell on Wednesday said that the U.S. economy was well positioned, but added that Trump's tariffs were likely to cause at least a temporary rise in inflation. The inflationary effects could also be more persistent. He indicated that the prospects of sweeping tariffs on virtually every trade partner could put the Fed in a position to have to choose between tackling inflation and unemployment. Now, of course, Trump did not like what Jerome Powell had to say, so he turned to Truth Social and he said this right here. He said the ECB, which is the European Central Bank, is expected to cut interest rates for the 7th time, and yet too late. Jerome Powell of the Fed, who is always too late and wrong, yesterday issued a report which was another and typical complete mess. Oil prices are down, groceries, even eggs are down, and the USA is getting rich on tariffs. Too late should have lowered interest rates like the ECB long ago, but he should certainly lower them now. Powell's termination cannot come fast enough. So at this point, Trump just wants to fire Jerome Powell. He doesn't want to deal with this guy anymore. He is sick and tired of not getting what he wants. Now, here's a very interesting piece of information that some of you might not be aware of. So Trump nominated Powell to become chair during his first term in the White House in 2018, and Biden renominated him during his term in the White House in 2022. The U.S. Senate confirms the chair, and the U.S. president cannot terminate the head of the Federal Reserve before the end of their 4-year fixed stints. So Trump must be boiling right now. What's crazy is that even though Trump's pockets might not be feeling it from the tariffs, he's definitely feeling it in other ways because he's a very, very prideful man. We all know this, right? He must get what he wants or else he loses it. It's kind of funny. Now, in other news, if we take a look here, we can see that the crypto market fell by more than 18% in Q1, wiping out 633.5 billion after Trump's inauguration top, right? So according to CoinGecko, Q1 crypto industry report highlights that the total crypto market cap fell more than 18% in the first quarter. This decline was accompanied by a drop in investor activity, with average daily trading volumes plunging 27.3% quarter on quarter. Bitcoin fell by 11.8% in the same time period, and its dominance increased. And it was outperformed by gold and US treasuries. It's crazy. It's going to be a very bumpy ride for crypto investors or even stock market investors. To be an investor on a whole, it's going to be very, very difficult. We're going to see how this whole Trump tariffs thing plays out. But as of right now, it's kind of funny that we're not the only ones feeling it. We're just feeling it in our pockets. But I strongly believe that as long as we just continue to invest and don't get shaken out of the market, we're going to be just fine. We've been through this many, many, many times before. I've gone through this in the stock market, the crypto market. This is nothing new to me. This is just another day as an investor, right? So I'm not going to get shaken out of this market. I'm going to continue to look for opportunities, but I also am going to be very careful in choosing which coins I decide to put my money into and when I decide to put my money into those specific coins. We should not be buying green days anymore. If the market has been rallying for a few days, I know it's easy for some people to be like, okay, well, this could be it. Maybe the market is about to explode, but you need to realize that the whole tariffs war is not over, right? And just because it was extended for an extra 90 days, what happens after that 90 days? No one actually knows right now. So this is not the time where you want to be going all in, but this also isn't the time where you just want to stay in the sidelines and just ignore the space completely. Because if you ignore the space, then one day you're going to wake up and you're going to see that Bitcoin is at like 200,000, Ethereum is at 3,500, and the rest of the altcoins have gone like a 10x, 20x, or something like that. And then you're just going to have a whole ton of regrets. One thing that I always fear, one of my biggest fears actually, is regret. I don't want to have any regrets, and this is why I stay invested in the crypto space, because we are moving in the right direction, even though we are experiencing a temporary setback because of the whole tariffs war. But I know how this thing, or I feel like this thing, is going to play out in my favor, and this is why I continue to look for opportunities. I continue to stay invested in this crypto space because I know what I hold. But that's me. Again, nothing is financial advice. Do whatever you guys want to do at the end of the day, because it's your money and not my money. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.